Yes. Greetings. It's your host, Wally Macadam Empire. Just came on today to send a special shout out to my big bro, JT the Bigga Figga, you know, with the TrapflixTv Network. You know, everybody that tapped in and followed, everybody that watched the video and subscribed to my page. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the love, man. I appreciate it. I definitely do. Just want to give y'all a little background on what I do, right? I'm a designer, graphic designer, cartoon work, album cover work, single cover work, any digital graphics that you might need. I'm your guy. I could do it. Just check out my page. You can see some of the commissions that I did already. Couple of album covers I did. Couple of single covers that I did. I did a whole hell of a lot of cartoon heads. People be using them for their profile pics. So if you need any of that, you can tap in. You can hit my email actually, Macadime Designs with a Z. MACADIMEDESIGNZ @gmail. Tap in if you need some work, you need some graphics, and I've been drawing since as far as I can remember, So, digitally though, I just started that. I have to give hats off to my big bro JT the Bigga Figga for basically, making me see, that it was possible. It was a couple of years back, maybe 2018, when I seen him on YouTube, right? And he had the iPad, right? And first he was making beats on GarageBand. And I always wanted to make beats, right? And the way he was putting it was like, mind you, this is a pioneer, this is a legend saying how easy it is to make beats. The man and produced, all kind of people been on his beats that he made, and so this is somebody, with a lot of experience. So when he said that GarageBand was sufficient and it was free, right, on an iPad, I decided, you know what, I need an iPad because I want to do some digital art, right? I'm an artist. I went to school for architecture. I've been drawing since as far as I can remember, right? So I always wanted to get into digital art all of my adult life, right? Even though, I did some it's digital. When I learned architectural design, it was digital. So I learned some digital art then, but I wanted to do, the freestyle art. I wanted to do the graffiti. I wanted to do, the different special effects that we see, on the commercials, even cartoons. I wanted to do animation, right? And with the iPad, you could do that. Mind you, I've been watching JT the Bigga Figga do his artwork on his iPad. And I just felt like, man, I could do art better than that, right? And if he's saying his is official, then I should be official when I do something, right? So that's what made me do it, right? Working construction, not necessarily being on a secure site, on a secure company. I felt like I need another source of income, right? So that's when I linked with JT, and I hit him up, and I showed him some of the artwork that I did, and he said that it was good, right? He even did some work for him. Meanwhile, though, I was learning GarageBand, making beats, right? Trying to become a producer, 2018. So what? It's going on 4 years. Yeah, it's about 4 years since I got my first iPad, my first trusty iPad, right? And I say my first because I'm on another one right now. This the iPad Pro I'm talking to you on now. But this is my first iPad that I bought, 2018, right? The I think it's a sixth edition, right? It's still brand new. I tried to take it back right after I got the new iPad. They tried to give me $100-$200 for this iPad. I said, what? This motherfucker like priceless to me. If you trying to charge me, giving me $200 for it, it's much work that I didn't. Just put it like this. I started my digital graphics company with this, right? It's called Macadam Designs, LLC. You can look it up. Google it right now. Check out my page, right? Check out my work. Cause that's how it started. This where it began, right? Making them beats on GarageBand and doing digital graphics, right? Cause I could never be broke again. You know, I learned from my big bro JT, it's really no such thing as broke. You just in between transactions. So once I got the independent game, it was like I was free almost. I felt free. Because it is some satisfaction in building. When you get to build, right? Becoming a carpenter, being able to build stuff, right? It is a sense of pride in that. Being able to learn that trade, right? Because my dad is a carpenter. And my grandfather, you know, he was in construction too. So, you know, I definitely appreciate the opportunity, right? To learn the trade and be able to use my hands. I can still, you know, I feel like I could build a house. If I had all the materials, all the tools, I feel like I could build a house by myself, right? But my passion always been art, music, right? So I decided to start my business, Macadam Designs, LLC, you know, independently, right? And I feel like in the near future, I'm gonna be getting them big contracts, right? Doing big art. Maybe it's graphics, maybe it's digital art, or maybe it's physical art, you know, because I could build too, right? Statue, I don't know. It could be, it really don't matter, right? Long as I get it. It don't matter how you get it, it matters that you get it. So I just wanna thank my brother JT the Bigga Figga for you know, always, it seemed like he always was doing something he never really had to do. And why do I say that? Because I see other people in the same position or higher, and they never looked out. It seemed like they never looked out, like they ain't supposed to almost. So it seems as though he doing something he really don't have to do. Because we have plenty of examples of people who ain't doing it when they can, right? That's the big shout out, man. I got the LLC, right? If you need any digital art, you need to come to me. It's Macadam Designs, man. Macadam Designs, Wally Macadam. That's the artist name if you want to look me up on YouTube. I drop heat too. I got the bars for you too. They say I should go to the East Coast. and join the locks or something. But anyways, look, I'm on this YouTube thing. I'm trying to get real strong with it, right? So anybody that drops a comment, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. I had a lot of subscribers come through the other day. You know, I appreciate all of y'all, man. I appreciate all my YouTubers with the Trap TV Network. Man, it's big. The network is growing. I see it growing. I understand that we gotta work. We gotta work. If we all want to get on, we all gotta work. If we all want to be on tomorrow, we gotta work today. Right? So I got beats for sale. Matter of fact, depending on who hit me up, I might just give you the beat, as long as I get credit for making it. My beat game has gotten a little better. I'm still on the iPad. I'm still on the iPad making these beats too. So I think that's key. I'm not using FL Studio. I'm not using, you know, these high-powered programs that these other people are on. You know, these industry people are using. So I'm not necessarily hip, you know, to everything that's available to do. Right? Hello? Yeah. Alright. See you in a minute. So yeah, I got graphics. I did my own cover too, man. That's my cover for my first album called The Cycle. That's me and my little brother Ninty. Right? It's on all digital platforms. The Cycle. I drew this too. As you can see, you know, I got the Basquiat painting behind us. Right? I got the Basquiat painting behind us, man. So you know it's real. It's a little different, right? You know, trying to talk about some real rap on that. So on all digital platforms, Wally Macadam, Ninty, The Cycle, San Francisco's on, right? From the gutter, right? From the bottom, right? Below the poverty line, right? That's where we from. So that's how we gonna come off. But we going somewhere too, though. We from somewhere, but we going somewhere too. So that's how we gonna come off too, to you, right? Yeah, man. So this post, I just want to thank JT the Bigga Figga, man, for you know, for doing what he doing, man, and just being who he is, cause this shit is crazy. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, I just want to be one of them type of people, to be honest. That's probably why it's, you know, it's amazing, right? Because the question would be like, what would you do if you was in that position? If you was in a position to help people, right? Would you look out when the trend is not to look out, right? That's what's going on, right? People ain't, you know, it's every man for themselves, right? And it's dog eat dog, pretty much. I mean, you know. So when somebody go out of their way and do something that they didn't have to do, it's like, damn, it's hard to even really, like, speak on it though. Cause I don't know if I'm, it's probably a couple of people like me. It's probably a nice little handful of people like me, you know, that was doing the get low, you know, in middle school, you know, that had all the JT tapes, all the get low shit, all that, you know. I had it all. I had all that shit. I knew all that shit from the front to the back, right? And so it's a little different for me to be working with somebody that I looked up to when I was young, when I was at a young age, you know. And it was different for me looking up to him because my older cousin is actually his baby mom's. So his first son is my blood cousin, right? So when we was little, way before his son was born, you know, my aunties used to be like, yeah, this JT, like this who your cousin mess with. So he family, right? So it was just like, man, you know, gang recognized gang, like that's the fam, right? You know, that's the fam. So it was a little bit more of a connection. So anything to do with Get Low, I was on it. Like, I wanted to be part of the Get Low players, man, to be honest. You know, anything that JT did, you know, it seemed like I was paying attention. When the Beware of Those came out, you know, this is a little bit after the GLP, you know, slowed down a bit. Then the Beware of Those came out. Now, I watched all this stuff unfold. I watched the movies. I listened to the music. I heard, you know, word on the street, right? And I even went to school with his brother, right? And we was the same class. We was with each other every day. You know, I consider that my brother. You know, I consider that like one of my best bros. So I heard different stories, and you know, I heard, you know, to put two and two together. As I got older, I'm in high school, hearing about, you know, what happened with JT and the Get Low. I just remember JT and at the end of the Beware of Those VHS movie. I just remember him saying, like, what happened to the GOP, right? And he said, I am the GOP. I really felt that, right? Because mind you, I was reading the back of the tape. I was reading the back. I was reading the inside. I seen executive producer, JT the Bigga Figga. Beat producer, I seen his name in the credits, like, you know, as the person producing and really putting it together, right? So I knew who was the mastermind behind all this, right? So I definitely was like, I'm like him. I'm like a mastermind, right? I'm a leader, right? I want to do something different that ain't nobody doing around me, right? That's why I felt the GOP, and that's why I felt like I'm kind of like a JT the Bigga Figga type of guy, you know, where I could bring some people together, and them same people, and we can all just come up and blow up together, right? And that was the vision, that was the idea, like, you know, when I put together the CLM. Now, I didn't put it together. I just helped put it together. City Life Movement. If you haven't already, go check it out. CLM City Life Movement on YouTube. You know, Bay Boy, Ninty, True Six, Wally Macadam, Bossman Dread, Luxury Lex, Calvin, R&B Phenom, right? Money Hungry Savage. I mean, the City Life Movement is a you know, it's a lot of people, you know, involved, right? Over the years, it just grew, right? But just go check it out, man. I basically modeled it after the GLP. That's how I modeled it in my mind. So go check it out. You feel me? If you haven't already, go check out the City Life Movement CLM. It's up. So yeah, it's just amazing for me to be here talking to y'all about the game that I received, the independent game that I received, right? The freedom that I got. It's easy. It's easy, but it takes work. That's when it becomes easy. You do the work and you reap the benefits of your work. That's the independent game. Do for self. Also, I went to the Muslim school too. I don't know y'all heard about the Nation of Islam. Yes, they had a school called Muhammad University, and they had one in San Francisco. Now, I'm finding out later on, years later after I graduated, the school, it's a school still there in San Francisco. It's on the hill now. It ain't on 3rd no more. It's in the Hunters Point on the hill, on the top. Harbor. But I didn't know at the time that JT the Bigga Figga had something to do with the whole mosque being there. I heard from him, I heard from the man himself that he literally, had something to do with securing that building, that mosque, which became my high school, So I'm forever indebted. I appreciate somebody looking out. Somebody always gotta look out, right? Cause we can obviously see shit ain't necessarily right? It could be way better than it is. And that's why we have somebody looking out, because they see that it could be better than it is, rather than just leaving it how it is. I'm good. Shit, I'm good. Me and mine, we straight. And just leave everybody else how they is. Nah. We got people that's gonna look out, right? And I want to be one of them people too. And if you want to be one of them people, tap in fast. TrapflixTv Network. We working today for a better tomorrow. And it's all about the network. So if you need any graphics, any digital artwork, tap in and I'm gonna give you a cool price. It's been I've been doing it for a few years, so I done dealt with a lot of unserious people, But I'm sure everybody that's on here, y'all need banners, y'all need profile pics, y'all might need a commercial, 10-second animation commercial, beginning or the end of your video, anything, you know what I'm saying? You might even need some editing done. I don't know exactly how we would get that editing done. Like, if you could send me files, it's probably an app you could send me large files, and I could edit it and send it back. It's a way we could get it done. Independent game, it's all independent game. We can make it happen. That's another thing that I learned about independent game. It's no need for wait. It's no need to wait. It's no need to, we need to get this to do this. No. Everything that's within your grasp, that's how you make it happen. That's why we need this network, because we need each other within each other's grasp, so we can do more than what we can do by ourselves. So we're not waiting for nothing. Getting it done is the only result we need, right? So I want to send y'all to my IG, the Macadime_CLM, Macadime Designs. Send you to my Facebook, Wally Macadime. Make sure you subscribe to this video, subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this video, and I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. And everybody in the TrapflixTv Network, I want to send a shout out to y'all. And tap in if you need some work done. If you need a beat, you might need some beats. I got beats. You rap, you do music, you might need a few original beats, right? I do sampling too. You might want a Pacific song sample. Let's get it in and let's do it, man. Let's stop playing with this shit. Let's do it. I'm working all day, so if you need it, tap in.